Hi, boys and girls. Hi, second graders. It's Mrs. Clark. Today for math, we are going to be looking a little closer at the math reference book and how you will be able to use that this year during math time. We'll also be taking a look at a quarter and talking about the value of a quarter. And we'll also be looking at math boxes. So I will introduce you to what we call math boxes. All right, boys and girls, here we go. This is our math reference book. It says, My Reference Book, Everyday Mathematics. Have you had a chance to look through the reference book yet? Well, if you have, you will have known that you can find a lot of interesting things in the math reference book. You can find a lot of information about the type of math that we are going to be focusing on this year. The very first part of the math reference book is the best part to look at because you will see a list, and this list is the table of contents. A table of contents shows where to go to find information about any particular topic. It lists every topic in the book and gives the page number for the first page of each topic. If I want to learn about fact families, then I would look at page 46. If I wanted to learn how to play the game Top It, I would look at page 170. Your math reference book is also organized by topics. So here we have all of our games. We have geometry, we have measurement, we have number and operations and base 10, algebraic thinking, and standards for mathematical practice. So your table of contents is a great place to start if you need help with anything that we do in math. All right, the index, which is in the back of the book, it actually says index at the very top. Indexes are usually found at the end of a book if it has one in it. It also shows where you can go to find information about topics, and it also includes page numbers. But it is organized differently. Instead of organized by topics, the index is organized by alphabet. Everything that we do in math that starts with an A is under the A. So for example, whenever we start learning about analog clocks, I can find it in my math reference book on page 105 through 107. If I want to learn about counting back, I can find that on page 38 and again on page 84. And again, that is under the C in the index. I've zoomed in so you can see a little more clearly. I really wanted to know more about coins and money. So I looked in the table of contents and I found the word money. If I trace the little dots to the number, the page number, it tells me I can find out more about money on page 110. Okay, here's page 110. Put this up a little bit. All right, on 110, I can see lots of information about money. It says we use money to buy things. Here are some of the coins and bills used in the United States. Well, today we're looking a little closer at the quarters, so we might want to come back to this page when it's time for that. Let's say that I want to learn more about the game that I played yesterday. Maybe I didn't understand the directions as well. Maybe I need another way to understand the directions. So my game yesterday was called Fishing for 10. Oh, here it is, Fishing for 10. And I see that I can find information about fishing for 10 on page 150. So here we are, and here's the game that you played with your family. You're either using your e-tools or your deck of cards. So I can look in my math reference book for a lot of different topics, and I can use this book to help me with my math. As promised, today we're going to look a little closer at the quarter. I looked at page 111 and I found a picture of the quarter. This is the front of the quarter, the back of the quarter. I also found the word quarter, how much the quarter is worth, and 2 different ways of writing 25 cents. I can also see that 1 quarter is equal to 5 nickels or 25 pennies. So those are other ways to make 25 cents. What do you notice about the quarter? Have you noticed that it's larger than the other coins? It also has a picture of a man on the front. That man is George Washington. He was the very first president of the United States. The tails side or the back side shows something about our country. It has an eagle on the country. This particular quarter has an eagle on the back of it. Some other quarters that you might see, you might have at home, might have something about one of the United States on it. It may be a quarter with Indiana on it, or it may have something about North Carolina on it, or it may have something about California. So one of the 50 states could be on the back of the quarter. Okay, now that I know a little bit more about quarters, I want to learn how to count using quarters. So I know that a quarter is 25 cents. How many quarters make a dollar? Let's look. 25. This would make 50. 75. And $1. So if I am counting quarters, I can see that 4 quarters equals to $1. Count with me. 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. Try it faster. 25, 50, 75, $1. Each time I wrote a new number, I added 25 cents to the next one. 25 plus 25 equals 50. 50 plus 25 equals 75. 75 plus 25 equals 100, otherwise known as $1. So it's either $1 or 100 cents. Once we get to 100 cents, we call that a dollar. Okay. Count with me one more time. Here we go. 25, 50, 75, $1. Again, 25, 50, 75, $1. When I am counting quarters, I kind of have that rhythm and rhyme in my head. 25, 50, 75, $1. That helps me count by quarters. We know that 1 quarter equals 25 cents. How many nickels would make 25 cents? Let's count. Remember, nickels are worth 5 cents. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How many nickels is that? You're right. 5 nickels equals 25 cents. You are so correct. How many pennies make 25 cents? Well, if a penny equals 1, I am going to have 25 pennies to equal 25 cents. Can you think of other ways to make 25 cents? What if we combine dimes and nickels? If we combine dimes and nickels, I could have 10, 20, 30? No way, that's too much. This is where I need a nickel. 10, 20, 25. 2 dimes and a nickel equals 25 cents. Another way would be 1 dime and 15 pennies. That's a lot to write, so it's probably just going to be easier for me to write 15 with a penny beside it. If you write 15 with a penny beside it, that means 15 pennies. So 1 dime and 15 pennies. Can you think of any more ways to make 25 cents? How about 1 dime and the rest nickels? 10, 15, 20, 25. So if I use 1 dime and 3 nickels, that also can equal 25 cents. The last thing that I want to introduce to you are the math boxes. Your first set of math boxes can be found on page 6 of your student math journal. We call this page math boxes because we have some math problems inside of boxes. Here's box 1 right here. Box 2 with the number 2. Box 3 with the number 3. Box 4 and box 5. So all of the things that you are seeing in the box are things that we need to practice. You might practice things or use a skill. And for example, if you play the piano or you dance or you sing, you need to practice. So just like dancers and singers and musicians and basketball players, we also need to practice our math skills. And that's what we use our math boxes for. One thing I would like to make you aware about our math boxes are these little tiny boxes in the bottom right-hand corner. If you see a little tiny box that says MRB and it has some numbers with it, well, this means math reference book. So problem 1 is telling me that if I need help with problem 1, help figuring out what this answer is, then I can get help by turning to my math reference book to pages 110 through 111. 110 through 111. And if you have a little icon in the corner that says MRB, that means math reference book. So today in math, you are going to work on math boxes for the very first time. I want you to get your math journal out. You're going to turn to page 6 and show me how well you practice those math skills. All right, good luck. See you tomorrow.